So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you.
I also did Kyler Murray's hair.
Stop back for a second. You did Kyler's hair?
I did.
How was Kyler?
He actually told me don't tell nobody, but I didn't sign an NDA, so I'm going to say what the hell I want to say. Kyler, I did his hair, and I thought he was so cool. I did his hair. I was honored to do his hair. It's like, hello. I noticed immediately that he's very entitled. I'm a strong black woman, so this is going to be a very interesting relationship. When I'm doing your hair, we're dating. A lot of us are married, and some of us break up. Me and Kyler broke up.
When you say you broke up, what do you mean by that?
We broke up because I felt disrespected. He DM'd me immediately, and I responded back, and I'm like, hey, yeah, I can do your hair, whatever. So I did his hair. But then, we would have little moments where we'd clash. One of the moments was he made a comment about the shade room and how black girls run it and how they can be messy. And I'm like, hello, I'm a black woman. Like, calm yourself. So then one day he calls me and he's like, hey, Swanee, when you come on Thursday, can you wear pants? I don't want to wear pants. I want to wear what I wear. Why? Wear pants. If you can control your eyes, that's one thing. And if your girlfriend's insecure, that's her problem. I'm 29 years old. You're, 22? I'm a mom of 4. I work out every day. I service you whenever you want. One braid is out of place and I come and fix it for you. And you want me to wear pants? You could off. I didn't say off, but I said, you got me up. Your appointment's canceled on Thursday. Excuse me? I'm like, your appointment's canceled. Well, can you not tell the team about this? Oh, I'm telling the whole team about this.
So the main thing that I want to start off by saying, she wanted to say that she is a very, in a sense, a strong, independent woman. She can stand on her own, all that great stuff, right? And that she does hair, right, which pays, pretty good, depending on how good that you're doing, and how she was very excited to do his hair. But then she stated that she noticed that he was entitled and how it is that she was, and the personalities would clash. And then she later stated how he made a comment about the shade room and how it's being run and the black women over there are messy. So we're going to act like the shade room is 100%. We're gonna act like he's not correct in what it is that he's stating, or are we just getting offended because you want to be offended because he is stating something obvious about black women, and you feel the need as a black woman to magically defend other black women who you more than likely probably don't even know or associate yourself with? I'm a little bit confused, and this is where I keep getting confused, and I keep asking black women. I'm like, yo, what's up with trying to sit up here and defend all of these other black women out here that they would not give a care about you or anything that's going on, but yet you're trying to sit up there and put your voice directly out there in order to cover these black women that you don't even know at all, right? So she wanted to get offended by that. And then the other thing that she got offended by was the fact that she was coming over to his place, doing his hair, and the guy's married, right? And he basically asked her, was like, hey, the next time that you come by, could you happen to put on some pants, right? And she just automatically got offended by that, as if he asked something wrong. And she was like, well, I'm a mother of 4 kids. You're 22, I'm 29. What does age have to do with it? The man is sitting up here saying, like, yo, maybe he might be uncomfortable with the way that you're dressed. Maybe it might seem a certain type of way, right? Or also the fact that maybe, right, another woman, aka his wife, might have an issue with the fact that your clothes are so tight against your body and that you're basically here. And yet again, that might be perceived that or looked at as something. Like I said before, I'm a little bit confused on how it is that she can sit up there and get mad, right? And she wants to say all of the stuff that she wants to say. Now, note, she could have sat up there and just did it this way. She could have been like, well, I ain't going to sit up there and do this. When I come to do somebody's hair, I'm dressed the way that I'm dressed. That's, all there is. If you don't like it, I'll have to do your hair no more. She could have easily left off like that. That's not what took place. What she decided to do is basically use this as a route to 15 minutes of fame. Because before this, nobody even knows or knew of this woman and what it is that she does, right? So now, with this, coming out and her basically telling her side of the story, people are going to basically shop this around. More than likely, if she has an Instagram or whatever it is, she's going to gain a whole bunch of followers and all this other type of stuff. And that's how the rotation basically starts, right? And then once people get a little bit of taste of that type of fame and different things of the way that they got it, that's when people got to keep doing stuff in order to keep that same level of what they were, to keep that same notoriety, to keep that same income and different things of that nature. Because like I said before, she's not up here because she's great at doing hair. She's up there due to the fact that she was doing the hair of a football player. That was it. That was it. And like I said before, she wanted to get offended because he made some comments about the Shade Room. A lot of people have made comments about the Shade Room. Other black women have also come directly to the Shade Room's IG or whatever, page that they have. And they sat up there and said stuff directly like, yo, this is out of whack. Like, yo, this is y'all talking crazy right now. Y'all gossiping. Y'all don't have this. Y'all don't have, like, black women have sat up there and called them out before. But yet again, that's fallen on deaf ears. Right? Because why? The Shade Room is successful at what it is that it is able to do. They get the people and serve them exactly what they need. So it doesn't matter if it's gossip. It doesn't matter if it's secrets about celebrities. It don't matter if it's about fights, if it's about relationships, if it's about family. Whatever they know that is going to pay the bills and that people want to see and know, they're going to give that directly to the people. So the Shade Room is doing exactly what it's supposed to sit up there and do. Just like the same thing that for, let's say, the male counterpart, which would be World Star Hip Hop, that was made by Q, R.I.P. Right? So you got two different, in a sense, versions, of this. One was more video formatted and has been around for a very long time that, it's appeared in, people have talked about it in, cartoons and different things of that nature. World Star, right? That was the main call out whenever somebody would record a video, and different things of that nature. But like I said before, for me, I feel that if you are in a business and you are doing a service for somebody, you should in a sense be dressed right. What they say, be dressed to impress. That means that as a businesswoman, you should in a sense dress and conduct yourself as that. She obviously has the conduct right, because she's doing the hair, performing the services that's making her all the money. What's wrong with somebody who is employing you for your services, right? It's not like a contract or anything legally binding, but you're coming to their residence, to their place, to their home, to their establishment. And the simple thing that they're asking you is like, hey, the next time you come over, would you be able to dress more appropriately? Right? It's just like if I have company coming over and I'm like, yo, could you make sure before you come into my house, make sure you wipe your shoes off? Or, could you put these on instead of wearing your shoes in my house? If you decide to sit up there and get angry because I'm telling you that I don't want your muddy, dirty, bacteria-filled shoes walking through my house on my wood floors or my carpet, and you decide that you want to get angry and you want to do all of this and go on social media, that's on you. That's clear cut on you. Because like I said before, the most interesting thing is if this was dealing with a corporation, right, and they told her that, yo, we like the services that you perform, but we need you to dress more appropriately for the business, she would have no problem. She would act accordingly because she wants that money, because she wants to sit up there and work with those people, and she would do what needs to be done. But because this is a black man, or as some people are saying, multiracial, biracial, because he's, Korean and black, and he is with and married to a white woman, this is basically the issue right here. Like I said, I feel like in a sense it's a more large issue than what in a sense she's in a sense stating. Because like I said before, I don't know too many women that are like, well, if you have a problem with it, that's on you. If your wife has a problem with it, that's on her. That sounds crazy. You're coming into somebody else's house. They're just asking, yo, could you, basically just, do this? Like, Everything else is completely fine. Could you just do this for the house, for the place that I live in? Like I said, I feel like this whole thing is, it's just completely crazy. And I feel like for me, it's getting blown directly out of proportion. So you want to say that he's entitled? All right, the dude is 22. He got contracts or whatever it is. He more than likely has sponsorships. He's making buku bucks. Yeah, he's going to sit up there and feel a certain type of way. Yeah, he's going to sit up there and act a certain type of way. Maybe he might be entitled. Maybe he might be, arrogant. Maybe he might feel like the king of the world. In a sense, he's in his right to sit up there and do that. He's 22 making millions of dollars. A lot of 22-year-olds can't sit up there and say that. So yeah, people are going to sit up there and feel themselves. But for you to want to try to bring up age as if that's to show something or maturity or whatever, it don't show nothing. Because the dude was like, yo, all right, well, you didn't like what I said. It's like, could we just leave this here? There's no reason to sit up there and broaden this conversation to everybody else, because realistically, it was nobody else's business. It was in between those two parties, the woman doing his hair and him, the football player that was getting this done, at his home or whatnot or whatever. That was it. There was no reason to go out here like, yeah, I don't have an NDA, so I'm going to sit up there and tell my side, like, or leave it, whatever. Like I said before, and this is what he was talking about case in point, the example, when he was mentioning the shade room, and he was talking about, yo, how it's being ran. It's like, it's messy. It's like, it's kind of crazy over there. You basically proved his point. You sitting up here gossiping about business that don't have nothing to do with nobody else. Nothing to do with nobody else. But you wanted to sit up there and do it because you felt wrong and because you felt right in a whole situation. And because of that, everybody else is wrong. Like I said before, man, it's like some people, they end up doing it to themselves. Like I said, at the end of the day, she's getting her 15 minutes of fame. Hopefully this brings more business and success for her, right? And for the young man, for Kyler Murray, hopefully, this whole thing will just sit up there and blow over and just stay focused doing football, getting those, staying within those contracts, whatever it is, keep performing well so you can sit up there and keep making money and provide. Like I said, all of this, from my perspective, was just a whole bunch of foolishness. The main person that was, in a sense, acting immature about the situation is the person that is 29, close to 30, and that got 4 kids, not the 22-year-old. But, like I said, people might have an indifference in opinion, but I'm just saying it's a whole bunch of foolishness. It's a whole bunch of mess, and ain't nothing positive or good, in a sense, really going to come directly from it.